Yo, what is up, guys? LeVar Ball is the GOAT is back, and today we are going to be going over who is the GOAT of the NBA. So we are going to be going over the top 10 greatest players of all time in NBA history. This should be an interesting video. Let's try to get to if you could just comment your reply to what you like. If you like this, I could keep making more videos. Like, comment what lists you'd like to see. If not, if you don't like it, just dislike the video. I don't really care about dislikes. But yeah, if you don't like the video, just dislike it at the end. Don't just do it now because you would be a hater. But yeah. So let's just get right into this video. Alright, guys. So at number 10, starting it off, we have Scottie Pippen. For his stats aren't that great with Jordan because you're playing with one of the greatest players of all time. Not giving spoilers. Okay, so he averaged for his career 16.1 points, 5.2 assists, 47% field goal percentage, 6.4 rebounds, 2 steals, and 6 rings as Jordan's Robin. When Jordan went to retire, Scottie was the best player on that on the 94-95 team. He went 93-94 team. He had 22 points, 5.6 assists, 8.7 rebounds, 2.9 steals, which is 3 steals basically, 50% field goal shooting, and made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, made it to a Game 7, and then on a controversial call, they went to close out, and they just called a foul on the 3. That kind of sucked. But, I'm pretty sure he could have won at least one ring without Jordan because he led the 2000 Blazers to the Western Conference Finals when he was like 38 years old. So, I'm pretty sure he could have won a ring by himself. But, that is... Alright, guys. So, at number 9, we have Tim Duncan. For his career, he averaged 19 points per game, 3 assists, 8.1 rebounds, 50% field goal shooting, 5 rings. He played 18 years. You know how long it is to play even 10 years? It's really hard. He won 2 MVPs. He also had, how many rings did he win? I think he won like 4. Yeah, he won 4 rings, and he had 3 of those finals MVPs. He could have won, I think he could have won 5, but the Spurs choked when they were playing the Heat, and then Ray Allen hit that 3. But yeah, they call him Mr. Fundamental. He gets all the dirty work done for you. 18 years, and he was consistently averaging around 19 to 20 points a game. So that's why Tim Duncan's there. That's insane. So yeah, people don't talk about him much because he wasn't flashy, so people didn't like to watch him. So yeah, that's why Tim Duncan is at number 9. Alright, guys, for number 8, we have Kobe Bryant. 20 years. Now, Tim Duncan just played 18 years. You know how hard it is to play 20 years? Oh, my God. He's third all-time in scoring. He has 5 rings. He averaged 25 points per game, 4.7 assists, 5.2 rebounds, 3 turnovers. That's the only bad part, with 48% field goal percentage. He was an all-rookie. He won 1 MVP. Probably should have won about 2. Should have won 2, yeah. Because Steve Nash. And he had 3 rings with Shaq. But, he could have won so many. He probably could have won 7, as you're seeing here. Kobe Bryant crossed it. That's when they were with Shaq. That was when Kobe actually, playing with Shaq. But, he could have won more. He had too big of an ego. So, too big of an ego. Could have won probably, I could imagine him probably having 7 total rings. So, yeah. That's why Kobe Bryant is at number 8. Alright, guys. So, number 7, we have Kobe's partner, Shaquille O'Neal. As you can see, that's him in the Lakers jersey. So, Shaquille O'Neal, he played 18 years in the league, had 4 rings, 1 MVP. He was the Rookie of the Year. He averaged 23.7 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 2.3 blocks per game, and a 3 times Finals MVP. So that 3-peat, he was the main part of that team for the Lakers. And then he went to play with Dwayne Wade, and him and Dwayne Wade, they made it to the finals, and they did what they did, and they won. But yeah, they were pretty good. But Shaq, he could have been so much better than this. He just didn't want it. He He got overweight, so he could have been much higher. He probably could have been like number 3 or something. But that's why Shaq is at number 7. All right, guys. So at number 6, we have Bill Russell. 13 years. He had 11 rings, most in NBA history. That's why he's the most known. 11 rings. 10 fingers, 11 rings. Like, no one's ever going to get 11 rings. He played on one of probably the best team ever with, like, 8 Hall of Famers on it. But, yeah, he was the best player on that team. 5 MVPs, 15.1 points, 22.5 rebounds, and 4.3 assists for his career. And Wilt Chamberlain is not on this list. That is a spoiler alert. And you're wondering why Wilt Chamberlain has better stats than Bill Russell. Absolutely destroyed Wilt Chamberlain. Okay, so Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. Bill Russell came into the league, I think, 1 year after Wilt Chamberlain did. How come Wilt Chamberlain has less MVPs than Bill Russell? The players voted back then, so they know that Wilt Chamberlain chased stats. He chased stats, ladies and gentlemen. I got this in the Book of Basketball by Bill Simmons. Highly recommend it. He chased stats. He didn't just do this naturally. Bill Russell could have done it if he wanted to, but he didn't. He decided to focus on winning instead of chasing stats. So that's why Wilt Chamberlain is not on the list. He destroyed Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain only has 2 rings. Bill Russell has 11. Simple as that. And that is why Bill Russell is at number 6. All right, guys. So at number 5, we have Larry Legend Bird. So he played 12 seasons. He would have played more if it wasn't for his back. 3 rings. Only player to win 3 straight MVPs. He averaged 24.3 points per game, 10 rebounds, 6.3 assists per game for his career, and 50% field goal percentage for his career. That's all career, all the stats I just said, and 2 times Finals MVP. He played on one of the greatest teams ever. He was the best player on the 85-86 Celtics. Yeah. Also, probably the greatest trash talker ever. So, probably the greatest trash talker ever. Let me give you an example. So this is Christmas Day, and there's someone in the league who, what was his name? Well, I forget his name, and his nickname was like the Hunter or something, close to that. I don't remember. And then he said he's going bird hunting, all right? And then Larry Bird came in, and he's like, I got a gift for you. He shot a corner at the bench when the other guy was on the bench. He shot the ball, and he made it, turned around to the trash talker and said, Merry fucking Christmas. So, yeah, Larry Bird, that's why he's at number 5. Yeah, that is why he's at number 5. All right, guys. At number 4, we have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 6 rings, 5 with Magic at the Showtime. Had 6 rings, and then he also had 1 as the best player in the 71 Bucks with Oscar Robertson. He's 6 MVPs, most ever. That's the most ever. He's the Rookie of the Year. By the way, Larry Bird was the Rookie of the Year too. I forgot about that. Averaged 24.6 points per game, 11.2 rebounds per game, 3.6 assists a game, 56% field goal percentage, and also the all-time leader in points, which I think he's at like 39,000, somewhere around that. And he played 19 years. You know how hard it is to play like 12, 13, I already told you this. But he played 19. So, when people talk about how Magic Johnson, when Kareem hurt his ankle in Game 7 of 1980, people say he filled in for Game 7. You know what Kareem did? Kareem played on that ankle in Game 6 and helped them win. And he had the balls to stay home in LA. He could have came and probably could have won the Finals MVP. But he came home and let Magic get the Finals MVP. So yeah. Kareem, 19 years. All-time leader in points. That's why he's at number 4. Alright, guys, we are in the top 3. And by the way, these are all copyright of the NBA. I think the NBA countdown. Yeah, the NBA countdown. So all courtesy rights right there. Don't want to get this video deleted. But anyways, top 3, starting it off at number 3, LeBron James. 3 rings, Rookie of the Year, 4 times MVP. Right now, he's still in the league. Duh. He's averaging 26.4 points per game for his career. This is all for his career. 8.6 rebounds, 8.7 assists, 55% field goal, 36.3 field goal on threes. Beat 73-9 Warriors, and he's a 3 times Finals MVP on all those. The only thing I have against him is he kind of choked in Game 6 with the Boston Celtics, but they probably wouldn't have won that series anyways. But he probably will end up being the greatest player of all time. I think he needs to be the greatest of all time. He needs at least 2. 3 will kind of confirm. 2, it will make it a better debate. But he had to go to the Heat to win his other 2, which is fine. But they still lost to the Mavericks, so that's why he's not at number 2 or number 1. So that's why LeBron James is at number 3. And number 2, Michael Jordan. Oh, crap. All right, guys. At number 2, we have Magic Johnson. Oh no, Michael Jordan's number 1. Surprise, surprise. All right, so he has Magic Johnson, 5 rings, 3-time MVP, all rookie, 3 Finals MVPs, 19.5 point. For his career, he averaged 19.5 points per game, 7.2 rebounds, 11.2 assists per game, 52% field goal. Also debatable as the greatest passer ever. As I told you about the Kareem, he had to play. They were in the finals. They were about to win it, but Kareem was going to be out for Game 7, and he had to start for them for that. And they earned it, and Magic got the MVP, Finals MVP for that. Arguably the greatest passer ever. And between him and Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, he's better, more rings, duh. But yeah, 20 points and 11.2 assists and 7 rebounds for a career. That's insane. That's insane. So yeah, that's why Magic Johnson is at number 2. Alright, guys. At number 1, we have the one and only GOAT, Michael Jordan. Alright, 15 years, 6 rings, 6 Finals MVPs, 5-time MVP, Rookie of the Year. Got robbed 2 times of the MVP when Charles Barkley won it and Karl Malone won it. For his career, 30.1 points per game, an all-time average. That's the most points averaged for a career in history, NBA history. 6.2 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 50% field goal shooting, 32.7 field goal percentage on threes, and he is 4th all-time in scoring. And not too many people say this. Best era of basketball history, best player in the best era of basketball history equals the GOAT. Equals best player ever. That's how I think of it sometimes. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more lists like this, just comment again, please. I'd really appreciate it. I hope you guys leave comments if you think someone else should have been somewhere. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace out.